Hey, good morning. Time for that message of the day, and I'm going to start out with a quote for you. To be content with little is difficult. To be content with much is impossible. Let that absorb just a minute. Richness is not how much you have, it's how little you need. We live in a time to where we know the price of everything, yet we know the value of nothing. I've come to the conclusion over the last year that materialism is an identity crisis. Think about it just a minute. The piranha of society is living in the waters of materialism. Now that probably struck a nerve just a minute, and I hope it did. And I want to tell you a quick short story. Several years back, I used to visit a gentleman in a nursing home. His name was Jerry. Jerry had both legs amputated up to the hip and the use of one arm, partial use at that. He had nothing in the terms of material possessions, yet he was one of the most happiest, joyful people I've ever met. I always knew that if I was having a bad day, I could go spend a moment with Jerry and I could walk out floating on cloud nine or feeling guilty about the things that I thought that I needed to go buy. Now you can say, yeah, but Dale, buying stuff isn't bad, and you're correct. It's not bad. Unless buying things is our excuse to find happiness. When we put material possessions over love of people, then that becomes a problem. You see, it's okay to have things. It's okay to need and want things. But what we've got to do as a society, if we want to find true warmth, depth, heart, soul, love, and peace inside us, is we've got to use what we have to make the world in which we live better. If we don't, then the possessions that we have possess us. And that's the one thing we don't need. You see, I've heard people say so many times, oh, the devil made me do this or that. And we always give the credit to the devil for so many bad things in life. But I got news for you. The one thing the devil wants from us is to steal our hopes and dreams. And once that happens, we lose the ability to love not only others, but ourselves. And we would try to replace the loss of hopes and dreams by materialism. And all that does is make us slide down a slippery slope into a deep, dark hole that it's near impossible to get out of. If you want to feel the warmth of God's love, start appreciating life. The greatest miracle we have right this minute is the heart that's beating inside of us. And as long as we're still here, as long as you're still listening to this, you still have a purpose and passion for life. So let's go out today and let's learn to love not only others but ourselves. Let's find true love in something other than the materialism that we possess. Because what we possess inside of us is worth so much more than anything that we can buy.